Good morning, North Montgomery High School. Welcome to Charger TV. I'm Gavin Tucker.
And I'm Korta Knuckles. Let's get on to the day's news. There will be an advisory yoga on the 17th in the floor here. So you better have a perfect form.
There will also be a gift wrap-a-thon on the 13th of December, so you can start planning to have the perfect gift. Let's ask Cyrus about next week's lunch because I'm hungry.
Hello, and today's lunch schedule will be Monday will be chicken wings, Tuesday will be cheeseburger, Wednesday will be a cheeseburger, Thursday will be turkey noodles, and Friday will be pizza.
Thank you for the information, Cyrus.
Man, do those foods look good.
Let's just transition to Isaac for local news.
I'm Isaac Eltz with your local news, and recently in Crawfordsville, the Crawfordsville Adult Resource Academy, otherwise known as CARA, celebrated its move into the former Ivy Tech building with a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Thursday. Dr. Meredith Boaz, the Director of Adult Education at CARA, spoke to attendees about the Academy's gratitude for ongoing support from the community and local organizations. CARA served more than 200 students last year. Of those, 31 earned their high school equivalency diploma, and 58 completed workforce skills training, such as welding or paraprofessional certification. Nearly 82% of students achieved a measurable skill gain, an indicator of academic progress, placing CARA above Indiana's state average of 72%. Back to the studio.
Thank you for the news, Isaac. But you know what, Gavin?
What?
Something is telling me about this forecast. Hey, Kaden, can you inform us about the next week weather, please?
For weather next week, tomorrow on Saturday, it will be the hottest day of the week. It will be cloudy with a high of 71 and a low of 39. On Sunday, it will be sunny with a high of 51 and a low of 28. On Monday, it will be mostly sunny with highs in the upper 50s and lows around 37. On Tuesday and Wednesday, there will be similar weather. It will mostly be clouds with highs in the upper 40s and lows in the mid-30s. For Thursday, you can expect to see some showers with a high of 48 and a low of 36, so make sure you wear your raincoat. And lastly, on next Friday, there will be likely some morning rain with a high around 52 and lows in the upper 30s. It will be a chilly one, Chargers, so make sure you dress appropriately. Now back to the studio.
Hello Chargers, welcome back to the Climate Corner. As you know, winter is coming, and as you probably saw for the past week, we've had a lot of snow, which, although today has completely melted because it's about 57 degrees, we still got quite a lot of snow and people did not know how to drive through it, which was really bad. With the incoming winter, that inevitably means that blizzards will be coming towards us this winter. That of course begs the question, what exactly are blizzards? Officially, blizzards are defined by the National Weather Service as winter storms with either very heavy snowfall or winter storms with sustained winds of about 35 miles per hour combined with low visibility of about a fourth of a mile. Blizzards form from intense winter storms, usually originating from a storm's northwest side. This is because inside the storm there is a much lower pressure than outside, so a pressure gradient forms and creates blasts of wind. All of this causes outdoor conditions to be quite hazardous during a blizzard, especially for driving. During a blizzard, it's very common to get what is called whiteout conditions. That means that you can barely see in front of you due to the amount of snow and how high the wind is blowing it around. Although inconvenient, it is much safer to pull off the road in a controlled way before you inevitably skid off the road because you can't see it. This especially is true during the night because the only source of light you have is your headlights, which will very easily get buried in whipping snow. Blizzards range greatly in terms of strength. going from relatively benign to extreme, as is the case in the 1993 storm of the century, which was a cyclone that stretched from Canada all the way down south to parts of Central America. It brought record low temperatures to many parts of the US and, as well, brought heavy bouts of snowfall. Along with this, though, it was the first storm that the National Weather Service was able to predict the severity of 5 days ahead of it hitting. Make sure you stay safe over this coming winter. That's all the time we have for today, Chargers. Let's get back to the studio.
I hate the cold weather. It ruins the roads.
Boys, stop complaining. Thanksgiving is almost here, and now you want to complain about the dang road? Let's just cheers over Beth before I have an aneurysm.
Fall sports have come to an end, and winter sports are picking up in their place. Girls wrestling had their first meet on Saturday at the New Palestine Invite and their second meet at Twin Lakes on Thursday. The girls will also be competing at the Purdue Poly Invite this Saturday at 9 a.m. The girls' basketball team has also begun to play with their first away game on the 8th at Park Heritage. They will also be playing Attica at 6 p.m. tonight. Boys basketball will be playing their first scrimmage against Park Heritage next Saturday at 10 a.m. The swim and dive team is beginning to compete next week with the first girls' meet again next Tuesday against Danville and Greencastle at Greencastle. Make sure to get out there and support your Charger athletics.
Welp, I guess that's it for this week's news.
And we'll see you all next time.